Hi ladies, so in this session you will either need a ball. If you haven't got a ball, which many of you won't have, you can take a blanket and roll it up so it's round like this, so you can use it to squeeze underneath the knees. You can also use, if you've got a yoga block, you can grab a yoga block or a nice chunky cushion. They can help with one or two of these moves. So whatever you've got, you can grab. But if you have got a ball, that's fantastic. If you haven't got a ball and you'd like one, you can get these from Amazon. They are literally just Pilates balls. So we're just going to start with a little warm up, and then we're going to be working on our core. We're going to do a few pelvic floor exercises, and we're also going to be working those glutes because we need to work those glutes to make sure they're helping keep the rest of the core nice and strong. So we're just going to start on all fours, and you're going to place your hands so your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are around hip width. And let's just take a little shimmy into the hips gently from side to side, loosening out that lower back, noticing where you feel quite tense. And again, if you're quite tight on the knees, you might want another blanket under your knees if you haven't got a nice spongy yoga mat at home. Okay, so as we come back to all fours, again bringing the knees, ankles in line with the hips, we're going to go into a few cat-cows. So we're going to take an inhale and just begin to drop your belly down and look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone under, drawing your belly button in. So you're pressing away with those hands. Inhale, begin to drop the belly down, look up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, chin to chest, tailbone under, drawing the belly button in. We're going to do a couple more. So inhale. And exhale. We're going to inhale again. And let's take a little exhale. Let's come slowly to center. And we're going to extend the right foot for a nice little calf stretch for a moment. Really pressing back as if you're trying to get that heel to the mat. So you're going to feel that along the calf up into your hamstrings. And then gently release. We're going to do the same on the other side. Nice calf stretch. Press that heel back. Good. And let's come slowly back to center. Nice little shimmy of the hips again. And just begin to bring those knees back in line with the hips. And then we're going to bring the forearms down to the mat if you can. And we're just going to, if you can, bring the forehead down. If not, you're just going to have the head a little bit higher. And then just slide your arms along the mat. So we're going to have a little stretch into the upper back. Again, if you need to just hold your head slightly, that's absolutely fine. You might not be able to slide your arms quite as far. So we're just opening up the upper back. So we really want to stretch into that upper back as well as the lower back and just begin to open up the lung space at the back. Gently, we're going to come back to all fours. Good. And we're going to take a little circle for the knee. So it's going to come out to the side. So we're starting to work on that hip joint, circling gently round. And then when you're ready, we're going to circle back in the opposite direction again, really working that hip joint. And you are actually using your core even in these little warm-ups because you're having to engage the core to help you balance. And then we're going to release the knee down. We'll do it to the opposite side. Take a little circle all the way around. Good. And then begin to circle back the other way. And gently release down. So we're going to open up a bit more of the upper back. We're going to take an inhale to reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, threading gently under. Waking up the shoulder, the upper back. You're going to inhale, reaching up. Exhale, threading under. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And we're going to exhale. We're going to thread all the way under. Bring the head down to the mat. And you can slide the left hand if it feels good towards the top of the mat. So we're really stretching into that shoulder and the upper back. And we're going to make our way slowly back to all fours, and we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. So take an inhale, reach the left arm up. As you exhale, we're threading gently under. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, threading under. Another two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it under. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that head to the mat if it's comfortable. Walk that right hand to the top of the mat. So we're really stretching into that shoulder there. Bring the stretch in the upper back. And come slowly back to all fours once again. Let's take a little shimmy into the hips. Releasing out that lower back once again. And when you're ready, we're going to come into child's pose. We're going to bring the feet together. You're going to open the knees and sink very gently into child's pose. Now you may be able to bring the head all the way down to the mat. You may need to place the hands gently underneath the head. If you're very tight, you may need a little lift in the bottom, or you may need to bring the knees in a little bit narrower. But if you can, we're going to open it up. So what we're doing is we're opening up the thighs. We're stretching into the inner thighs, into the hips. We're also stretching that pelvic floor. So let's just gently begin to release down. Just taking a moment with your breath. Just inhaling gently in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Just tuning in to the natural rhythm. And while we're here, we're going to start to connect the breath with our pelvic floor. And just remember, we're squeezing the pelvic floor with the out breath and relaxing the pelvic floor with the in breath. So when you're ready, let's take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, begin to squeeze the pelvic floor muscles. Breathe in to relax. Breathing out to squeeze those muscles. Breathe in to relax. Let's do a few more just from this posture. Again, just breathing out to squeeze. Breathing in to relax. Breathing out to squeeze. Breathing in to relax. Last one. Breathe out, squeeze. And breathe in just to relax. And just relax that pelvic floor. It's just as important to relax the pelvic floor as it is to do the work with squeezing, doing those Kegels and squeezing them. We want to relax that pelvic floor as well, because we don't want to become hypertonic, being too tight down there. So we need to do the work the other way as well. So we're just going to relax in this posture for a few more breaths. You're going to really start to feel that in the inner thighs. And when you're ready, let's make our way slowly back to all fours. We're going to draw those knees gently in line with the hips, ankles in line with the knees, hands under the shoulders, and just shimmy out. Let's take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to extend the right hand towards the top of the mat and extend the left leg out. So we're going to keep the hands as they are, and we're going to start with kick-ups for 10. We're going to lift that left foot. And what we're going to do is press the heel away, and the toes are going to face the mat. So we're going to kick up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time you're going to point the toes. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And we're going to hold. Draw the belly button in. Now you can stay here, or if you want to, you can begin to extend that right hand from the mat. Again, take whatever variation you may prefer to keep the hand to the mat. We're just going to take a few breaths and begin to press the heel away, toes face the mat, so you can help your hips to hinge forward. Take a few more breaths and gently release back down. Take that little shimmy, release everything out. And we're working the booty, but we're also working the core when we do this. So we're going to take the right foot out, left hand's coming to the top of the mat. And we're going to start by engaging the foot so your heel presses away and your toes face the mat. And we're going to kick up for 10. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to point the toes now for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to hold. Start to press the toes towards the mat, heel away to hinge the hips forward. You can keep the hand as it is, or you can begin to extend. Really using that core. It's like balancing a seesaw, so it really does make you use your core strength here to help you balance. And if you're postnatal, this is a nice safe one for you to do on your core. It's not too much pressure. and we're going to release down. Let's take a little shake out again. And then we're going to take your ball or your folded blanket. So if you don't have a ball, you can fold a blanket like so, and you can take it under the right knee. So what this is helping you do is helping you engage the glutes as we do our kickbacks. I am going to demonstrate with the ball and hope it doesn't bounce off everywhere. So just engaging that right glute, we're going to kick up for 10. So nice and slow and controlled. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we're going to take that leg out to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we're going to take the ball or your rolled up blanket and we're going to tuck it behind the left leg. And we're going to do the same again. So we're just going to start with kick ups. So 10, 9, nice, slow and controlled. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And when you're ready, we're going to come out to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Just place the ball to the side for a moment. We're going to be using it again, and let's take a little circle of the wrists. A lot of pressure on them. And back the other way. And when you're ready, you're going to come gently down onto your left-hand side. So we're going to be using the ball. We're just going to bend the knees so they're stacked against each other. And try and press the knees back slightly so they're not quite in line with the hips. But they're not massively extended to the front. And we're just going to place the ball just to the side. And what we're going to do is we lift that right knee up, we're going to breathe out and we're going to press against the ball. And what we're doing is we're really engaging the obliques here as you're engaging the core as well. So we're going to do that for 10. Let's take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to press against the ball, squeezing and lifting. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Keep going. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. 3 more. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Last one. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. And we're going to extend that right leg now. And we're going to do the same again as you're breathing out. You're pressing against the ball and we're going to lift the leg all the way up this time. So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in to reset. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. 4 more. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Last one. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. Obviously, if you haven't got a ball, we're just pressing against your rolled up blanket. just to try and activate. I mean, obviously it's going to be more activated on a nice bouncy ball, but if you've only got your blanket, that's absolutely fine. You're still doing that motion and pressing, engaging the obliques. So let's come down on the opposite side, bending the knees and just pressing them back, just gently. And we're going to start with our clams, which is just the knee lift. So let's just take a nice deep breath in, resetting. Breathe out, we're going to squeeze, lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. 5 more. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Last one. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Let's extend that left leg all the way out. We're going to do our kick-ups this time. Nice deep breath in just to reset. As you breathe out, squeeze against the ball as you lift that leg. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. A few more. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Last one. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Okay, let's make our way gently into a seated position. And we're just going to bend our knees very gently in front of us. And just begin to lift up, press your chest forward, drawing your belly button gently in. We're going to hold the ball out in front. And we're just going to roll gently up and down. So when you're ready, just breathe in to roll gently down. Breathe out. We're going to lift and lift the ball or lift your blanket, your block, whatever you have. Breathe in, take it down. You may even want to just bring the hands together. So breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. My hip always clicks when I do this. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in to lower. Couple more. Breathe out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in to lower. And we're going to bring ourselves slowly back up. We're going to bring ourselves down onto the mat now, or onto the floor, depending on where you are. I'm going to shuffle forward. I'm just going to place my ball just to the side for a moment, and we're going to just start with some pelvic tilts. So I want you to bring your ankles so they're roughly underneath the knees and around hip width apart. So you may need to shuffle them back a little bit. You may just about be able to feel the back of your heels with your fingertips. And just begin to settle your back down. And what we want to do is get rid of that gap underneath, and we're just going to be literally tilting the pelvis. So the bottom isn't coming up off the mat. You're going to feel it moving slightly as the back comes up and down from the mat. So what we're going to do is take a nice deep breath in. So you're going to feel your belly expand. And as you breathe out, begin to draw your belly button in towards the spine, and you're going to feel your back press into the floor. You're going to breathe in, feel that belly expand up. Breathe out, draw that belly button in towards the spine, back goes into the floor. Do a few more. Breathe in, belly expands. Breathe out, draw that belly button in towards the spine. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, drawing that belly button in towards the spine. Breathe in to relax. We're going to do 2 more. Breathe out, draw that belly button in. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, draw that belly button in, and breathe in to relax. Okay, so just begin to draw the belly button in a little bit. So we don't need to press the back all the way into the floor, but we're going to draw the belly button in a little bit closer. If you can bring the back all the way into the mat and feel comfortable, that's fine, but it'll be somewhere in between. So we're engaging that belly, and what we're doing, we're drawing the belly in, and we're actually just protecting the back when we do any core work. We're going to start with pressing the ball, your lock your cushion, whatever you've got between your knees, and we're going to do some pelvic floor work again. Keeping that belly button drawn in, we're going to place the hands to the lower belly, and hopefully you can feel a little bit of movement in those pelvic floor and inner core muscles as you do these pelvic floor exercises. Okay, let's draw that belly button in. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to squeeze the pelvic floor and you're going to squeeze your knees gently against your ball. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze the knees against the ball, squeeze your pelvic floor. Breathe in to relax. Again, breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in to relax. 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 Let's do 2 more. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in to relax. Just relax the spine for a moment. Just have a little shimmy of your hips if that feels good. Releasing out that back, drawing that belly button in. Doing the pelvic floor exercises can make the back feel quite tense. Okay, so let's place the hands down by the side. Again, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, draw the belly button in towards the spine. We're going to start to squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the knees against the ball, and you're going to take a little lift into bridge lift, so lifting the bottom from the mat. Breathe in, just relaxing down. Breathe out, squeeze the belly button in, squeeze the pelvic floor, take that little lift as you squeeze against the ball. Breathe in, take it down. Again, we're going to breathe out, squeezing everything and lifting. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. 2 more. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Last one. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Breathe in to relax. Let's take our ball. And we're going to lift the ball gently above us. And we're just going to start with the right leg, and we're going to tap the right knee in towards the ball and tap the foot down. And we're going to keep the ball as it is. So we're engaging our obliques here and engaging the core as well by just holding it in this position. So let's start with those knee taps and toe taps from the right hand side. So we're just going to come in, tap down. So let's do another 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add on. So this time we're going to bring the knee in. Then we're going to tap the toe down and bring the ball over the head. So we're just going to bring the knee to the ball, tap the toe out, lifting the ball above the head. So let's do another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this time we're going to bring the knee and ball together. And as you take the foot down, instead of just toe tapping, you're going to extend the leg all the way out as you bring the ball over the head. So the leg's going to extend all the way out. Bring the knee and the ball together and gently out. So we're going to do another 8, 7, 6. Try and keep your belly button drawn in towards the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Let's just press the ball to the belly, let the knees have a little rock from side to side. And when you're ready, you're going to reset, and we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So we're starting with the ball above the head, or above the chest, sorry. Start to draw the belly button in towards the spine, engaging. and it's just the knee coming to the ball. We're keeping the ball where it is. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, this time we're going to bring the knee in and we're going to bring the ball above the head and just tap the toe down towards the mat. Then bring the knee and ball together. Tap the toe out, bring the ball above the head. So we're going to do another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And we're going to add on again. So we're going to bring the knee and ball together. This time you're going to extend the leg all the way down to the mat as you lift the ball over your head. Then bring the knee and ball together. Again, extend the leg all the way out, ball above the head. And we're going to do another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Stretch it out. So then we're going to bring the knee in, press the ball to the side, let the knees have a little rock gently from side to side, just releasing out the spine. Just let them roll all the way from one side to the other side, and then we're going to let them come all the way to the right hand side. Relax them down. You may be able to bring that top leg a little further over, but listen to your body, maybe here, and just begin to turn your head to the left if it's comfortable for your head, your neck and your shoulder. You may even be able to extend the left hand all the way out to the side. Just releasing out that lower back. Take a few breaths. And just again, just let those knees sway from side to side, releasing everything out. And then when you're ready, they're going to come all the way across to the left-hand side. Let them collapse down. You may be able to take the top leg a little deeper, maybe turn the head to the right or even extend the right hand into that nice spinal twist. Take a few breaths here. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come back to center. Let the knees have a little sway. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring the knees in towards the chest and sway a little bit more. So we're going to really press that back into the floor, just using the floor to gently massage your spine, release out any tension. And then we're just going to take a little circle of the knees all the way around. Maybe back the other way. Squeezing the knees in. We're going to bring ourselves into a seated position. So just roll gently to the side. Come all the way up and just extend the legs out in front. Give them a little shake out. Begin to engage the feet, soften the knees. Just allow the bottom to relax down into the mat. We're going to take an inhale to reach the arms up. And as you exhale, fold gently forward. So you may just be coming to the ankles or the shins. You may be able to come a little deeper. Keep the knees quite soft. We're going to stretch out the back, the hamstrings. You're going to feel that stretch into the glutes. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the feet together into a butterfly shape. And you're going to take hold of the ankles or the shins. You're going to take an inhale to lift, and as you exhale, fold forward, pressing gently against those legs. You may want a little rock here if that feels good, or you may just hold here, really feeling that stretch into the inner thighs. And if you want to take it deeper, you can take hold of the toes and just fold a little further forward here, really feeling that stretch. Just take a few breaths. Gently begin to unwind. We're going to bring the right leg to rest against the left leg, and we're going to come into our mermaid pose. So we're going to bring the right hand down to the mat, or you can rest it on your right foot. Reach the left arm all the way up and over, really stretching into the side of the body. You're going to feel that in the glutes, the hips. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to gently release. And we're going to take it to the opposite side. Stacking the legs. Left hand can either come to the mat or rest on the left foot. Reach that right arm up and over. Really feel that stretch into the side of the body, the glutes. Good. Take a few breaths here. Good. We're going to come back to center. If it's comfortable, we're going to cross the legs. Otherwise, take the legs out in front, and we're going to have another side bend. Bring the right hand to the mat, soften the elbow, reach the left arm all the way up and over. Take a few breaths. Let's take it to the opposite side. Bring the left hand down to the mat, soften the elbow, reach the right arm up and over. We've stretched into those obliques here. Come slowly to center. We're just going to walk our hands or slide the hands gently forward. Soften the elbows to take a little fold forward. And slowly to center. Let's take a nice inhale to reach all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands gently to your heart. Relax the shoulders. Let's take a nice deep breath.